Hello, my name is Brian West, and I'm the Mobile Media Manager for Sound Products. We're located in Kansas City area, and we've been serving local and national clients for 25 years. I had a meeting last week with Junior Achievement, and I thought it might be really helpful to put together a short webinar on YouTube that can be shared with anybody involved in Junior Achievement to show how you can use mobile marketing tools to better connect with your increasingly mobile stakeholders. And just a couple of statistics that matter. Last year, mobile phone subscribers outnumbered PC internet users by 6 to 1. By the end of this year, it will be 7 to 1. And we're going to be talking about communicating via text. And why would you want to do that? Well, it's because mobile open rates on text message are 97%. And when you compare that to the average open rate on email being 22%, it's already 5 times more powerful. And since 91% of us have our mobile device within reach 24/7, it's a very sound way to communicate. So what I thought would be helpful is to show a whole life cycle of mobile communications and how you could communicate with all the people that Junior Achievement works with. So in this one example here, Junior Achievement staff, volunteers, and advocates can engage existing and new volunteers face-to-face at events and exchange information quickly via text message. And there's a couple reasons to do this. One, it provides instant gratification. Look, here's a text with all the information that you need about Junior Achievement. But also, it's very green. Your paper collateral could be reduced by offering people the option of getting all the information via text message. And then also, when you think about this, when you engage somebody, you can send them information and immediately the prospective and current volunteers are opted in of a database that they can receive future outbound messages via text. And of course, everything we are talking about is permission-based marketing, so people can opt out as well. And we'll cover that more in a little bit. But let's say this is Mary and she's met this gentleman. They could be friends. It could be at a special event. It doesn't make a difference. But she talks to him and says, "Hey, is it okay if I text you some information about Junior Achievement?" And then he says, "Sure." And then, of course, since it needs to be text, she gathers his mobile number. So she could use her a tablet. She could use an iPhone. She could use any device that's connected to the internet and then open it up and then receive this simple landing page. It says Junior Achievement of Middle America. Type in your mobile number here to receive all the information about Junior Achievement. And then so she types the mobile number in, and immediately her new friend John gets some information. We'll cover that right now. So what he gets while they're still talking is a brief introduction text. For more information about Junior Achievement and donations and calendar, click here, and we link right to your website. And so what happens is these volunteers and your prospects are instantly sent links to your website while also simultaneously being entered into a database for future outbound contacts. Of course, anyone can opt out of it by replying "quit" to any message. But what's nice about this is it's an upfront agreement. We tell them immediately what they're getting. Get up to 2 updates in a month. Reply stop to quit. Help for help. Standard message and data rates apply. And of course, since everyone's on free texting nowadays, it doesn't really cost anybody, any of your constituents, a penny. So this works great on a face-to-face basis because, this lady here might not have a brochure handy and all the information when she meets the person, but she's going to have her smartphone handy, and that's what makes it convenient. But this also works in large group settings or special events, or if you're in front of the media or doing advertising. So let's say you have a guest speaker up in front of one of your galas and they've got a great video they want to share with people. Everybody, there's 200 people in this room that are motivated. They could say, "Hey, grab your phone and text Junior Achievement to 72727 and we'll send you a link to this great video or a great testimonial or whatever." And so it works for large or small gatherings. So, but as we looked at this life cycle of mobile communications, we found 6 or 7 really logical ways that you could use a text to help get Junior Achievement in front of people's eyeballs. So just on the volunteer level, you could send an application. You could send critical updates to remind them about training deadlines, and that's what I show here. "John, be sure to schedule live training or watch online training prior to your session. Class times here, YouTube training right there." So make it really easy, get it right in front of their nose. You could also do mobile introductions to teachers and vice versa. You could send reminders to volunteers to report when their session is scheduled and planned. And then that way you could send a check-in 2 weeks into their session and see how they're doing. You could also send a text message for post-session surveys and data collection. And we just link to all the links you already have created. And then also surveys for volunteers, your teachers, ambassadors, and you could even engage your students someday in this and link to all of the survey tools that you guys are already using. So I wanted to highlight one of these in more detail, and this is something that everybody struggles with, are firewalls. Even when people want to communicate with each other, sometimes that email can be a real problem. So you can avoid school district firewalls and the spam blockers that many of the employers of your volunteers use by fostering communication via text. And it's really simple. When you onboard a new volunteer or a teacher, you say, hey, is it okay if we send you text messages so I can get you introduced to the teacher and get your schedules put together? And they'll say yes. And then you say, okay. And then when you guys make the connection, you send John a message. John, your teacher is Mrs. Krabappel at Blue Jacket Flint Elementary School, and Shawnee, call or text her here. And conversely to Edna, you send her a text. Your junior achievement volunteer is John Smith, and here's his number. That way the onus is put on them. They can communicate with each other and then get their schedules together quickly and timely. And it's such a better way to start off a relationship than, I never got an email from anybody. So in addition to those 6 or 7 kind of critical scheduling things, it's also, you could use this to send out special invitations when you guys have events or just want to say thank you to people. Be sure to RSVP for the Bowl-a-thon. Click here and forward this text to 2 friends. Just reminding people to share the junior achievement opportunity with others. So these are the 5 or 6 things that we thought that might be good for scheduling and process. And then, of course, you might have 3 or 4 events in a year that you might want to invite people to. So let's talk a little bit about the investment. So in the course of a year, we're going to send maybe 9 to 12 outbound text messages. And we do charge per text. It's 4 cents per text. So in 1 year for this new volunteer, we might spend 32 to 48 cents to get in front of his eyeballs 12 times and help him accomplish all your operational goals that you need. And there are other service fees too, which I'm going to cover in just 30 seconds. Now, if you haven't seen the demonstration yet, you can pause the video, but text Junior Achievement to 72727. And these are our full program investment. For 1 year, for one location, we charge $59 a month. We charge a $250 setup fee, and we charge 4 cents per text message. Our pricing does depend on the number of locations. So that's a single location. If we were to do more locations, we charge less for junior achievement, and we'd love to talk to you about that. My name is Brian West, the Mobile Media Manager with Sound Products. Love to visit with you further. Thank you.